Hello and welcome to CBSE with Sudhir to a brand new playlist. The playlist is because the CBSE, the NCERT have launched a new textbook for students of class 6. And on this particular channel, I'm going to be covering the entire English. मैं समझाऊंगा ज्यादातर इंग्लिश में थोड़ी थोड़ी हिंदी में भी so that students who understand it better in Hindi like in the North Indian states or in English like in the South Indian states, the Northeastern states are both comfortable. Okay, so please bear with me as I will try to explain. मैं पूरी तरह से word by word meaning हर क्वेश्चन जो कि आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में है उन सभी को सॉल्व यहां पर किया जाएगा. So please subscribe to the channel as we get started. लेकिन शुरुआत करने से पहले this is the textbook as some of you may have seen, some of you may not have seen. Okay, so this is the textbook, Poorvi textbook of English for grade 6. And since this is the first episode of this one of class 6, let me go through the content so that aapko familiarity ho jaye, so that you are familiar. So you have 5 units in all: fables and folk tales. Fables matlab कहानियां जो कि दादा दादी ने अपने पोते पोतियों को सुनाई है. फोक टेल्स यानी कि गांव की कहानियां जो कि काफी पॉपुलर हैं, जिनका कि किसी तरह का मॉरल होता है, उसकी कहानियां हैं 3. A bottle of dew is what we are going to do in this particular video. Then there is unit 2 of friendship. Then there is of nature, nurturing nature. Then there is sports and wellness, relating to sports. And finally culture and tradition के बारे में ये कहानियां है. So there are 5 units in all जो कि आपको पढ़ना है. Okay, clear है? So let's get started now with the first unit of this particular book called Poorvi, which is fables and folk tales, and the story is a bottle of dew. Let's get started. Let us do. So my funda to you, all of you, is just sit back and enjoy. अगर टेक्स्ट बुक है तो टेक्स्ट बुक साथ में रखो, एक पेंसिल और नोटबुक रखो, because I'm going to solve all the questions for you, but I want you to be involved as well, so that it becomes what? Learn a new word today. If you are with CBSE with Sudhir, you are going to learn a lot of new words, and you will be able to use those words when you speak to your friends and classmates, so that the quality of your English gets better. Another small point, and this is for parents as well. When I speak, please pay attention to how I modulate my voice, how I throw my voice, how my diction is while I am speaking certain words. Why I'm saying this is that, as your child grows up, जैसे आपका बच्चा बढ़ता जाएगा, हम क्या करते हैं, we Indian parents have a habit of focusing only on academics. अरे trigonometry पढ़ लो, geometry पढ़ लो, geography पढ़ लो, history पढ़ लो. We don't bother about our soft skills. And trust me, when your child goes on to become a doctor or an engineer, it is these soft skills. Soft skills का मतलब क्या है? Soft skills का मतलब है the ability to communicate, the ability to convey your point of view in a group discussion or on the stage, speaking to a public where 1,000 people are there. Do you have the confidence? Does your child have the confidence? That's what I'm going to teach you. So please keep observing my body language, how I move my shoulders, because I have been a public speaker since when I was in class 3. So kitna hoga? 8 saal, 9 saal, whatever. It really helps, because when you go on stage, agar aapke pair thartarate hain, that means you have a problem. And trust me, see, I'll give you an example. There is Dr. A and Dr. B. Why do you prefer to go to Dr. A and not Dr. B? Both are general physicians. Because Dr. A speaks better. He makes you feel comfortable. He communicates better to you. He kind of conveys his concerns, his doubts, his questions. He asks the questions in the right manner. Dr. B does not ask anything. Okay, ye dawai le lo. सुबह एक, शाम को एक, खाने के पहले एक, ब्रेकफास्ट के बाद एक, खत्म, भाड़ में जाओ. Patient number 2. No, you are not interested in that doctor, but you will be interested in Dr. A because he spends time with you. He makes you comfortable, and he's making you comfortable not because he knows better medicine than Dr. B, but because his soft skills, his emotional intelligence is better than Dr. B. Okay, I hope you have understood that. That's the side lesson for today. So let's get started. with this particular lesson, which is part of your syllabus. Always look for things outside the syllabus also. You have come to CBSE with Sudhir, you have come to me at the right age. Be with me as we go up. Trust me, you will learn a lot of things which you can implement and get better. Let's do these activities before we get to the story. Circle the picture that matches with each word. Check your answers by sharing with your classmates and teacher. Worried. अब इस फोटो में who is looking worried? Worried का मतलब चिंतित. This girl is looking worried. Where is my pen? Yeah. This girl is looking worried. Okay. Next question padho. So this girl is looking worried. Plantation. Now this is a plantation. Plantation matlab when there are lots of plants, especially banana, etc., are known as plantation agriculture. So you plant them like that, that's plantation. This is a solitary tree, right? So this is the right answer. Sage ka matlab sadhu. Obviously, this is a shopkeeper, this is a vegetable vendor. So he is the shopkeeper, sage. The last one, surprise. Now this one is the surprise element. This fellow is looking more worried. Agar yahan par worry hota, so this would have been the worried hota, so this would have been the right answer. This is surprise. Ye kya ho gaya? Kind of an expression. Okay. Discuss with your classmates and teacher. Think of a time when you worked hard. When did you do? What did you do then? Now think of a time when you worked hard. You could say that when I took part in a music competition, I took part in a painting competition, or in your class 5 final examination, that you worked very hard and came first or came second in the class. How did it help you? It helped me become more confident. It helped me feel very proud of myself. It felt me feel very good with my achievement. How did it make you feel is the thing. How did it help you? It made me more confident that if I can do this, I can do even better than this. I came second. That means I have the potential to come even first. So that's what it helped me raise my confidence. Let us read. Now let's get to the story. This is a story written by Sudha Murthy. Ramanatha was the son of a rich landlord. Simple. So there are 3 characters in this story. Ramanatha, his wife Madhumati, and then there is a sage who we will meet a little later called Mahipati. So Ramanatha was the son of a rich landlord. So paise ki kami nahi hai. He's kind of inherited a lot of wealth. His father left him large tracts of land. Large tracts. Tracts is a new word which is not a very common word. We use it more in agriculture, but it means large areas of land. Bahut sari zameen. Okay, so that is known as a tract of land. When he died, okay, so the father has passed away. Ramanatha has got lot of land in as inheritance, matlab jo ki the father has passed on to the son after his death. Ramanatha did not spend even one day looking after his land, but Ramanatha was not interested in anything to do with the land. Though the land was precious, but he did not want to work on the land, because when you're talking of agriculture, the farmer has to do a lot of hard work on the land. This was because he had a funny idea. Funny is being used here in the sense of he had a very, ajib kind of an idea, very strange kind of an idea. He believed there was a magic potion that could turn any object into gold. What is the meaning of word potion? A liquid. एक bottle में होता है, उसके अंदर there is a liquid that is called potion, and it usually is used for something which has magical properties. That is, you do something, I sprinkle it on you, you will vanish. You cannot be seen, Mr. India. You cannot be seen, right? So you could do an exercise. In what ways? Okay, I'll give you a homework. Write 3 ways in which you would want to make use of a magic potion. Let me tell you some very mischievous idea. Oh, I will put the magic potion on the homework done by a classmate who I don't like and make his homework disappear. Okay, don't try this. It cannot happen. If you put liquid on it, the pages will only get soaked. So don't try this. I told you it's a wicked idea I have given you. Okay, so magic potion. But try 3 things and write it in the comment section. I want to see what kind of crazy and funny ideas you can come up with. 3 ideas. Okay. So a magic potion that could turn, his thing was any magic potion that could turn any object, like this is wood, iske upar main dalu, it will become gold. Okay, I put this on the smart board, it will become a golden smart board. Okay. He spent all his time to learn more about it. He wanted to know how to get this potion. So he kind of tried to find out to learn more about this portion. People cheated him often. People said, "Ha, mujhe malum hai," and they will take some money from him and cheat him in return. Okay, promising to tell him about it, but he did not give up. Give up means he did not stop trying. Give up is an important word, phrase, phrasal verb bolte hain isko, which you should know. You should always work hard. You should never give up. Even if you you worked hard, but you got only 50 out of 100 marks in your mathematics examination. But should you give up? No, you should not give up. Means you should not stop trying. Whatever I'm saying, just keep writing it down in a notebook. Trust me, by the time we end this video, you would have gained much more than just the lesson in the syllabus. Keep your eyes and ears open. Jitna jada soak in kar sako karo. That's what is going to be the speciality of CBSE with Sudhir. His wife Madhumati was tired of this and also worried because she saw him how much money Ramanatha was spending. So he was spending a lot of money on people who were promising to tell him about the magic potion, and that worried his wife. So if you get a question about what was his wife worried about, you have the answer here. Every answer is in the book. So she saw how much money Ramanatha was spending. She was sure that soon they would be without money. That was her worry. कि पैसे सब खत्म हो जाएंगे because he was spending like this. One day, a famous sage called Mahipati came to their town. Sage means someone who is learned, जिन्होंने काफी तपस्या की है. He is a learned man, a sage, who is not, जिनका कोई परिवार वगैरह नहीं है. Ramanatha became his follower, okay, and asked him about the potion. The reason why he became his follower is because he wanted to know, oh, he must be knowing about the potion. Okay. To his surprise, the sage answered, yes, in my travels, when I was in the Himalayas, I heard how you could make such a potion, but it is difficult. बहुत कठिन है, but you can make it. I learned about it when I was in the Himalayas. Tell me, requested Ramanatha, not believing. Ramanatha, arey wah, he knows it. And he won't cheat me perhaps, right? Sage hai after all, he's a noble, supposed to be a noble person. So he thought, meri to chandi ho gayi, mera to भाग्य खुल गया, my luck has opened. So you have to plant a banana, यानी कि केले का पौधा you will have to put, and water उस पे पानी देना पड़ेगा regularly with your hands. ये नहीं कि तुम 4 नौकर को लगा के करो. No, you have to do it. Then in winter, the morning dew मालूम है? This photograph you can see ओस, जिसको हिंदी में ओस बोलते हैं. In the winter months, North Indian students would be familiar. When you get up in the morning, you just go and see the grass. There would be that little water droplets on the grass. That's called the dew. Okay, it is because of a phenomena called condensation. I hope you know this. If you don't know this, this is your second homework. Okay, pehla homework, I hope you have noted it down. Condensation. So because of the phenomena of condensation, the dew is formed on the leaves, and that is what he wants Ramanatha to collect it and store it in a bottle. When you have 5 liters of dew, bring it to me. जब तुम्हारे पास 5 लीटर हो जाए उस बॉटल में, तब मेरे पास आना. Okay. I will chant. मैं कुछ मंत्र पढ़ूंगा. I will chant. Chant means to repeat sing a word or a phrase which is usually considered, it's mostly in Sanskrit, and it is some kind of a mantra. Okay, some magic words which will turn it into the magic potion. Om karke, he will say something, and that will make it a magic potion, a drop. And then if you put a drop of the potion anywhere, that will change any object into gold. So that's what the sage tells Ramanatha. Yahan tak samajh mein aa gaya to understood bolo. Okay, sorry. So this is the sadhu, this is Ramanatha. He is a follower, that's why he is sitting on the ground. Ramanatha was worried, but winter is only for a few months. Winter kitna hota hai? 4 months, November, December, January, February. If I have to collect it only during because summer mein to you don't find dew, so that will take many years. So he says, it will take me years to collect 5 liters of dew. You can plant. So he says, why don't you plant many banana plants so that you can collect it as much as possible during the winter months as you want. But remember, you must look after them yourself and collect the dew with your own hand. So that is the condition. So you could get a question on what is the condition that the sage puts to Ramanatha as far as the dew is concerned, the collection of the dew is concerned, that he must look after the banana plants himself and collect the dew also with his own hands. ये नहीं कि नौकरों को लगा दिया. Now let's discuss some questions. What did Ramanatha believe? Ramanatha को क्या था? I want you to tell me. What did Ramanatha believe? Okay, so he believed that there was a magic potion that could convert any object into gold. How did the sage help Ramanatha? What will you write in the second question? He helped him by confirming that yes, of course, during his visit to the Himalayas, he had learnt about this particular magic potion that, and he also discussed how it could be prepared. Question number 3, do you think Ramanatha, I hope you are noting it down because that's what you need to do. मैं इतना spoon feeding नहीं करूंगा कि यहाँ पे बैठ के पूरा आपको लिख के दूंगा. I want you to get into the habit of writing yourself, because God helps those who help themselves. But I'm here to help you. I'm not God, but I am like someone who will help you do it. But I will not write it down कि आप सिर्फ copy कर दो, because when you copy something, आप अपना दिमाग नहीं लगाएंगे. So I'm telling you the questions, answers. I want you to pause the video, write it in your own handwriting and words. That will help you that much better. Do you think Ramanatha will be able to collect the dew? Give a reason. So Ramanatha, write the answer like this. Ramanatha would be able to collect the dew, but for that he will have to change his personality. He'll have to work hard to plant the banana plants and then collect the dew with his own hands in the winter months. Since he's determined to get the magic potion, he would do it. So that's your opinion. He's asking for a reason why you think. Do you think? He's asking for your personal opinion, and these are discussion questions. Okay. Now let's move to the next part 2. Okay. Ramanatha went home and after talking to his wife, started cleaning his large fields. So the large fields kaise aaye? Because his father had left him large parts of fields which had been lying empty all these years. We know that why they had been lying empty, because he did not want to do any work on the fields. There he planted rows and rows of, so as the sage had said, he planted many banana plants. He tended them carefully, means he looked after carefully. And during the winter months, he collected the dew that formed on them with great care. So he was doing. So what does it show about Ramanatha? It shows that he was a very sincere person. He was a very obedient person, right? Whatever the sage had told him, ye nahi ki usme shortcut lagaya. He's not seeing, no, what difference does it make? No, he did it himself. His wife helped him to Madhumati gathered the banana crop, yani ki jo kele nikalte the, kache kele, pakke kele. She took it to the market and sold it and got a good price for it. This is an important point. Please make a note of it. Over the years, Ramanatha planted more and more plants, and they had a huge banana plantation. Ki काफी सारे banana plantation किया, and they had a huge banana plantation crop. The photograph that we saw on page 1. At the end of 6 years, it took 6 years, he finally had his 5 liters of dew. After 5 years, he got 6 years, he got those 5 liters of dew. So please remember this figure of 6 and 5 liters. So this is how a banana, I don't know whether you have seen it. There are many parts of India where you have large banana plantations. One of them is Kadapa in Andhra Pradesh. Lots of, you see in the fields, if you go to a hillock and see, I remember I was there many years back, I was there on a hillock and you could see only banana plantations. Beautiful scene. So you'll see all greenery and you will have these bananas hanging like this. So he's quite happy with that. So carefully he took the bottle to the sage. The sage smiled. So sage smiled. He muttered something over the water. Then he returned the bottle and said, try it out. Now Ramanatha ho gaya ki arey ye to magic ban gaya, mera kaam ho gaya. So then he kind of sprinkled a few drops on a copper vessel. Copper, you know that, right? So copper vessel ke upar he sprinkled some drops and waited for it to turn into gold. To his surprise, nothing happened. Nothing happened. This is cheating. He told the sage, I have wasted 6 precious years of my life. Precious means something which is valuable. Okay. Muttered, spoke in a low voice. But Sage Mahipati only smiled and called Madhumati to come forward. She came with a big box. Then she opened it. When she opened it, inside shined stacks. Stacks matlab lot many. They're all arranged gold coins. So she got the gold coins. How did she get the gold coins? Because she had sold all the bananas in the market. Now the sage turned to the very surprised Ramanatha and said, there is no magic potion that can turn things into gold. ऐसा कोई भी मैजिकल पोशन नहीं है, जादू वाला पोशन नहीं है जिससे कि कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट सोने में बदला जा सके. He is saying it very emphatically. He is saying you worked hard, कि तुमने मेहनत की. You worked very hard on your land and created this plantation. While you looked after the trees, your wife sold the fruits in the market. That's how you got this money. कि उसने ये सारे केले मार्केट में जाकर बेचे और उससे उसको इस धनराशि की प्राप्ति हुई. उसको इतना सारा पैसा मिला जो कि सोने के कॉइन्स हैं. इट वॉज योर हार्ड वर्क. ये तुम्हारी हार्ड वर्क है. तुमने काफी अच्छी तरह से मेहनत की. दैट हैज क्रिएटेड दिस वेल्थ, नॉट मैजिक. ये जादू से नहीं क्रिएट की गई. इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ योर हार्ड वर्क. I had told you about this earlier. If I had told you, अगर मैं ये तुमको पहले बोलता कि तुम मेहनत करो, तुमको सोने के कॉइन्स मिलेंगे, तुम ये मेहनत नहीं करते 6 साल. लेकिन because I told you कि ये ऐसा होगा, so you are working hard and as a result of which you have got this gold. So I played this trick on you कि मैंने इस तरह की चतुराई तुम्हारे ऊपर दिखाई. Ramanatha understood the wisdom. Wisdom मतलब deep understanding, something very intelligent behind these words. कि अभी उसको समझ में आ गया कि it's only hard work that brings you the results. If you work hard, trust me. There is this famous quote, make a note of this, that hard work, smart work can beat talent. Student A is very talented, but he's a lazy person. Student B is not so talented, but he's hardworking. Trust me, in 99 out of 100 cases, this person will beat this person, will be better than this person. Talented, if you have talent but you're not willing to work hard, koi kaam ka nahi aayega. You have a good voice. Let me give you another example. You have a good voice. Another person may not have such a great voice, but he's not bad. Sur mein gata hai, but itna acha, your voice is better. But agar aap riyaz nahi karenge, if you do not practice your music, your singing abilities, and this person sings regularly for 1 hour, 2 hours, every day, he practices, riyaz karta hai. Trust me, he will do better than you in a live concert. That's the magic of hard work. That's what Ramanatha has learned. That there's no magic. There is no magic. It's only hard work. Behind the words, and worked even harder on his plantation from that day on. Sudha Murthy, who is now a Rajya Sabha MP, has written this story. So now let's quickly go through the questions. Why was Ramanatha angry? I want you to think about it. Why was Ramanatha angry? He was angry because the potion, when it was sprinkled on a copper vessel, it did not turn into gold and he felt cheated. How did Ramanatha and Madhumati create wealth? By selling the bananas over 6 years. Over 6 years, she had sold the bananas and that's how she had earned all those gold coins. Now look at these questions. I hope you have the textbook, you can read it, but if you don't have it, I've kept it on the screen for some time. I will move away from the screen so that you can see the screen clearly. Okay, now read the entire passage. The first one, complete the sentence with a suitable reason. Ramanatha did not give up because he believed that the magic potion existed and that he would be able to convert anything into gold. Okay, then what happened? Read the column which shows what happened and write the correct outcome in the next one. Okay, people promised what happened and the outcome. People promised to tell Ramanatha about the magic potion, but they only cheated him. Ramanatha was spending a lot of money. I mean, that worried his wife, who feared that very soon they would be without any money. So this is what has happened. The outcome, uska result. Outcome matlab uska परिणाम क्या हुआ, उसका रिजल्ट क्या हुआ. Write whether the following statements are true or false. This should be easy. I will wait for you to do it. Which is the correct one? Which is true and which is false? पढ़ो और बताओ. Madhumati was troubled about what her husband did. Yes, because she was worried that they would very soon be without any money. Ramanatha was very happy digging his fields. No, he was not happy. He was doing it because he thought he would get the potion, magic, I mean, to collect the dew eventually. The sage wanted to show the right path to Ramanatha. That is true. Carefully, he took the bottle, read the next one, and this is the correct order that you need to do, which should be quite easy. Just go through the pages and you will be able to. The sage smiled. Ramanatha gave the bottle to the sage. So, isme kaunsa is the right one. The correct one, I can tell you. Bata do? Yeah, should I wait for you to tell me? Tell me the thing, the correct answer, option 2. Okay. This one, the correct word out here will be sprinkled. Okay. How might Ramanatha have felt if nothing happened to the this thing? He would have disappointed and he would have felt cheated by the sage and felt very angry. Then answer the following questions. What did the sage ask Ramanatha to do to make the magic potion? He asked him to plant banana plants and collect 5 liters of dew from the leaves himself in order to prepare the potion. Why did the sage ask Ramanatha to do everything himself? Because the sage wanted to teach him about the importance of doing hard work himself to gain a fortune. He wanted him to realize that hard work can create magic. So please use these words when you're writing your answers. How could Ramanatha have a big banana plantation after 6 years? Because he planted more banana plants to collect more dew, and in the process he planted lots of banana plants and managed to have a big banana plantation in 6 years. After 6 years, how did the sage make Ramanatha believe that there is no magic potion? By making his wife get the gold coins, which was the earning from his plants, whatever she had sold in the market and earned money for it. So this way he made Ramanatha believe that there is no magic potion except his own hard work. So the magic of hard work is what he has taught Ramanatha. Fill in the before and after table about Ramanatha. What did he do before meeting the sage? He did not work. Okay. What did he do after the sage? He worked on the fields. He was lazy, but now he is hard working. Okay. This should be easy. I want you to do it along with me and then we will match the answers. There was a farmer who had a, isme say you have to kind of choose 6 words. Okay. Who had a promise pending cheated, who had a huge coconut plantation. He worked hard and did not depend on luck. Every day was difficult. Every day was difficult, but he did not give up, means he did not stop trying. One day, a man bought a bag of coconuts from him and dashed to pay him the money and promised to pay him. Promised to pay him the money the next day. Days passed and the man did not pay him anything. The farmer felt cheated. About 2 months later, he met the same man and asked him about his money. The man said, "Oh, I had forgotten. Now I dash buying coconuts from you. Remember." Okay. So if you do these kind of exercises, what is the advantage of doing these kind of exercises? The advantage of doing these kind of exercises is that you get used to forming sentences, and that will help you. And if you keep reading it aloud, it will help you. Your mind will get used to forming sentences, and that way you can use it even while you are conversing, even while you are speaking to other people. जब दूसरे बच्चों से या टीचर से या पेरेंट से या नेबर से बात करते हो, if you speak English, it will see. Remember one thing: English is not just a language in our country; it's a skill set. You need to know it as a skill because it will help you immensely if your communication abilities in any language, especially English, are very good. Okay. Okay, read the words from this thing. Now, this is meaning of the word eye. It's a sense organ. Sun, you know, the one which gives the light to the planets. Eight is a number. Sea, a large water body. These are known as homophones. Homophones are like C or C ka, eight ya eight ka. The pronunciation is the same. How you say it is sounds just the same. So when you say I ate this thing. So of course you know that eight matlab you're talking about eat in the past tense, but otherwise eight and eight sound just the same. So those are known as homophones. So that's another new word that you have learned today. Like this. Now they have given exercise. Now this is exercise number 3, and of course this is given here. So you need to kind of make these kind of words out here. In fact, I had while I was preparing for it, I had written a couple of them. Like I had written, for instance, Dinesh went to see the sea in the morning. Dinesh went to see the sea in the morning. Okay, so you're using both words in the same sentence. Another one, I looked at him. I looked at him in the eye. यानी कि मैंने उसके आंखों में आंखें डाल के देखा. Okay, I looked at him in the eye. Full stop. Then he told his son not to look at the sun during the solar eclipse. यानी कि जब सूर्य ग्रहण होता है, we say no, oh you should not look at the sun because the sun is being eclipsed, right? So I told my son not to look at the sun during the solar eclipse. Okay, I want you to do the rest of it. They have done one, I have done 3 more. I want you to do the ones which are left. That is your exercise number 4. These are simple ones which you should do it very easily. The children submitted their work when? Kab kiya? Before the deadline. He did not want to try rock climbing. Why? Yani ki karan batao. He did not want to try rock climbing because of his fear of heights. The children ran towards the gate when? As soon as the bell rang. Nitin was late to school today. Why? The karan batao. As there was a traffic jam. Okay, now you write the thing. These are simple. Now these are just kind of, the speaking thing. The rest of them, I mean, they're more of tongue twisters. Wo hota hai na? A big bunch of bananas was bought by Bunty Bhaiya. Now you say it fast 5 times. A bunch of bananas were bought by Bunty Bhaiya. A bunch of bananas was bought by Bunty Bhaiya. A bunch of bananas was bought by Bunty Bhaiya. A bunch of bananas was bought by Bunty Bhaiya. A bunch of bananas was bought by Bunty Bhaiya. You do this, it's just fun. Okay. And this is just a listening thing. So there is nothing much to do. You could do this as an exercise at the end of the thing. Now these are again, in terms of pronunciation. Sage and promising. Both are S. But yahan pe the sound is of S, sage. But here the sound is of C, promising. Wisdom has a Z sound to it. It's not wisdom, it's wisdom, right? Trees. Again, there is the elongation of the S out of it. There is a Z sound. Surprise. The first S has an S sound, but the second S has a C sound. Surprise. There is a Z kind of a sound. So those are the things that you need to do. What else is there? Hard work. Now the rest of it is all what you need to do. What does hard work mean to you? It means that, I kind of put in my best effort in order to achieve something, right? Give 3 reasons why. These are exercises that you need to do. I want your answers. I mean, the teacher is looking for your answers, not answers told to you by your teacher or by me or your parents. So you need to come up with original answers. That is going to be the beauty of it. Okay. So this is the thing, and this is just a normal thing at the end. The advantages of eating a banana. Okay. Then is there anything else? Develop a script. Now this will be an interesting thing which you should do in your classroom. Okay, so I'm leaving it at that. So you need to do it on the classroom, that you kind of create a skit kind of thing. In fact, I remember when I was your age, in fact, I'm a little older, of course, I had written a play in which the characters were trees. I remember having a coconut tree, a banana plantation also as my tree, as my character. And the beautiful thing, one theater director staged a play on that script in a school, and I was invited to see it, and it was a delightful experience seeing children acting out a skit which you had written, right? So that's something which you should do. So with that, we come to the end of the first chapter of your Poorvi textbook. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's all very clear. I'm looking forward to listening from you. I want to hear your comments, and we will soon get to the second chapter of this particular textbook. Tata, bye bye. Thank you very much. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, like, and also definitely comment, because I'm very eager to read your comments. Tata, bye bye. God bless you.